Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
I'm good.
Flipping out, got the superstar here. Yeah.
Chill. No more ride. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
Boy, quarantine got me growing out this beard looking crazy.
I'm looking like one of my yardie uncles, bro, with drinks there and everything.
No, I feel you.
How you been dealing with the quarantine, though, man? Have you adapted to it, and how you been dealing with it, man?
Obviously, it's a messed up thing. What's going on, but you know, like for me, I've just been using it to just, you know, rehab, stay with the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get busy a little bit, going everywhere. You know, you got everything going on, like in our normal day-to-day lives, and I feel like, you know, this has happened, obviously, for whatever they're talking about on the news and stuff like that. But I think there's a thing behind everything as well, innit?
Of course, man. I reckon there's an agenda behind this, man.
Yeah, facts. But, you know, just keeping with my family, spending more family time. I feel like that's important, and just getting them home workouts in. So
yeah. I heard that. Is it so you have any children? No children yet?
Children, nah, no children.
Alright.
Yeah, not yet.
So the brothers and sisters and the mum and dad and all that, yeah?
All of that, yeah.
Yeah, man, I hear that, bro. Man, so your journey, man, where did it start, man? Is it North London did it start in?
Yeah, it started in North London. Raised in North Tottenham, to be precise.
Tottenham?
Yeah, started off with White Heat. For everyone that knows Hackney White Heat.
A lot of North guys went there, innit?
A lot of North guys, yeah. Even though it's like an East club, but when we was growing up, a lot of it was based in kind of like Parkview and Greig City. That's like in Tottenham and kind of like Hornsey.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where everything started for me. You know, my coach Ben Smart, he saw me from
I remember Ben Smart.
School game. Yeah, he saw me at a school game. We played at school. He saw this skinny little lanky kid, and he was just like, I think you should come down to training with me in the summertime. At the time, it was Gladesmore. We had like 6 weeks. Yeah, we had 6 weeks. For the 6 weeks holiday in the summer, we used to all go down there and practice from 12 to 6, Monday to Friday, every day. Yeah,
oh, snap.
It was wild, man. Yeah,
that's some young days, though, man.
Young days, trust me. You could eat anything, get anything down you, and still go out and play. We used to eat chicken and chips at lunchtime, bro. And Pepsi.
I did that for time. I started getting stitches at one point. Yeah, I got a chill, boy.
But deep it though, like we're doing that, from 12 to 6 for the 6 weeks holiday, Monday to Friday, every single day. Imagine that.
Good old days, bruv. That reminds me of Brixton Camp, man. Yeah.
But it bred us different, though. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, we had fuel to just go, and we never had no water breaks as well. That was another thing. So, you know, like we was a running team. You know, we used to just go all day, and I guess, you know, coming from the areas that we came from, we kind of had that edge in it. So
yeah.
You know, we took that with us.
That kind of competitive North London. What's the competition like in North London, man?
You know, it's crazy because obviously for the teams, like, you know, club ball, we would like travel like all over and stuff like that, but we kind of kept to like ourselves. Like we was in like our own little cocoon, but it was mad competitive, man, because obviously like ball isn't like predominantly that big in this country, but like in North though, like I felt like it was. Do you get what I'm saying?
North London, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was, man. Especially like my time growing up, anyway. Like I know ball is like developing a lot more in this country, like nowadays. But back then, it was wild. We had you know, like Tommy Moore. We had Greig City. We had Parkview Academy. You know, we had like a bunch of schools like up in Muswell Hill, like Fortismere and stuff. We just had like a bunch of schools in and around North and.
Okay.
like we all came together like to kind of like forge like White Heat. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the team you played the Pro Classic, were you all guys from North as well? The one that when you played at UEL?
No. So by the time I played Pro Classic in UEL, I was in college at the time.
Okay.
You know, like I was at Barking Abbey, and you know, my boy Jeff,
Prince was there.
Prince, like you know, like them Northwest guys and stuff like that. I was pretty cool with Northwest because they used to come down to White Heat training. You know what I'm saying? So that's like from way back in the day. Like Ovi used to come down. My boy Banks, Teddy.
Was he White Heat as well, Ovi, or was he elsewhere?
He was. Nah, he wasn't White Heat. He was Barnet Bulldogs. But like that's how like I knew like all them Northwest guys because they used to come down and like play with us. So that's how all of that like got created. But yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. I remember that Pro Classic as well because that was like. That was a year I realized shit, this motherfucker can play, boy. Fuck, oh man, I remember it was a game to get you to the finals.
Yeah.
And you was going at Perry and Perry was coming back and then you went at it again and it was good, man. I was like, damn, I didn't even know this kid. I said shit, like damn.
Yeah, I kind of came out of nowhere, innit?
It was just like, fuck, you know, he can play. Like, obviously, we knew you could play, but when it was like that moment where it's like, right, someone's got to take over this game, and then that's exactly what happened, man. Like,
yeah, do you know what? I think what happened? I think at that time when I went to Pro Classic, I'd already gone to. I think I'd already gone to America, I believe. I think I went to prep school and stuff like that, and I came back. And, you know, I was just practicing and stuff like that. I didn't really play for anyone because I didn't really want to get, I didn't want to get too, like, into it. Do you get what I'm saying? With the English scene at the time. Because, like, I'd already gone out to America and stuff like that, so I didn't really want to get too into it. Just practice, like, with my boy Jeff.
He was the most.
He went to school with me in Barking Abbey. So like, it was just us two kind of like going at it like throughout the whole year. And then, I remember I came out to Pro Classic, and I remember after one game, you was just like, bro, you had 40 and 20, and I was just like, for real. Like,
you know, like my favorite. Yeah, your team was just doing some stuff, man. I was like, gee, because you had my man who had the triple double in Pro Classic. Prince was the one that got that. I was like,
going crazy.
But your team was crazy. A lot of people loved your team, man, because you were young, but you weren't backing down, man, and that's what was great about it. Like that moment there with you and Perry back and forth, even though you lost it, it showed like shit. This guy is for real, man. This guy is for real. And I think because these guys, Perry's someone in it. Like Perry was already established. It's like you just come out and just showed him that ain't your time now. So that was dope, man.
I think back then, like what we were kind of trying to prove, it was like underdogs, innit? Like everyone kind of had their names and stuff like that, and it was kind of like, all right, cool. There ain't no big names and stuff like that, but we can hoop. You feel me? So yeah, facts.
It was dope, man. Apparently, you got a message, someone saying you were the most aggressive under 18 ever.
Yeah, I played with a chip on my shoulder, you feel me? Because,
man.
As I said, like, coming from where we came from, like, not discrediting, you know, like, none of the other ballers or anything like that, but, you know, I just felt like North, like, at the time was just a bit crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Is that where you got your killer instinct from as well?
Yeah, man. I definitely feel like that. I feel like I got my killer instincts from Hackney White Heat. You know, just the way how everyone went about stuff. I remember I never used to go practice because at the time, like, everyone was, like, a lot better than me. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, nah, like, I can't go with these guys because I was mad competitive. Like, and I just felt like if I went practice, you know, they'd show me up. So I used to just practice on my own. By the time I, like, actually got into it and started, like developing like my skills. When I started playing, it was just like all that aggression that I had like off the court, because like I'm not a violent guy. Do you get what I'm saying? But you just growing up, you see certain stuff and all of that type of stuff. I felt the court between those lines was like a great way for me to just like channel that and just like always put on.
White Heat and Brixton used to produce some killers, man. So there's a lot of killers from Hackney. White Heat and Brixton were one of the most known clubs at the time. So there's some killers there, man, in Brixton and in White Heat as well. From the old generation.
I feel like those two clubs are like the staples for London. Like in my opinion, I feel like when I was younger, anyway. Like you're growing up. You had that's when I started to, know about the Westminsters and stuff like that. Like back in my day, it was like London Towers and stuff. You had all those clubs, but Hackney, White Heat, obviously, I'm going to be biased because I came from there. But Hackney and Brixton, I feel like in London, I always felt like those were the rivals. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, I didn't really, really consider anyone else, to be fair.
No, that's
and
true.
East London Royals as well. East London Royals. I can't forget East London Royals.
Oh, yeah. East London Royals were good as well, man. East London Royals. And who else was there? But then everyone else started coming afterwards. So, you know what I mean? Like, growing up, like you said, it was either Brixton or Hackney White Heat. So, I remember training somewhere else in South London and straight to Hackney straight to Brixton afterwards. And that.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm glad I went there because I learned some life skills that I've learned today. So,
that's the one thing about basketball, man. And I feel any parent should put their child in sports because it's a lot deeper than the sport, Basketball has taught me so much throughout life that I've just taken everywhere I've gone. I've taken to America, I've taken to Europe, I've taken to wherever I've gone, and it's allowed me to be able to fit in any demographic, like people skills, dealing with people, just all walks of life.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Never giving up, never quitting. Like basketball has taught me so much, and I feel like that's something I feel every parent should definitely put in their child's life.
Definitely, man. Facts, man. That's facts. Also, your playing career. What kind of
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.